For the members of the Virginia 1 Disaster Medical Assistance Team, or DMAT, every deployment is different. They've gone on hundreds of missions since the team was established in 2004, and one thing remains the same.
Training is a essential part of being ready, to deploy at any moment.
Training allows us to be able to work together and build, our team and get those dynamics down together. And then it also helps us to be better prepared so that when we do get deployed, we're familiar with our equipment that we have.
When COVID hit, the team still deployed on missions, but training had to be put on hold.
It's important for us to get together as frequently as possible and to train as frequently as possible together, to get their hands on the cash, the equipment that we will be utilizing that's provided by HHS in the field when we deploy. That's important.
Most of this stuff is stuff they don't touch every day, so it's important that we get their hands on it as often as we can.
While not all team members do direct clinical care, all are important to support the team.
We want everybody to know how to do everything. It is just important to me that that physician knows how to set up that tent as it is that logistician knows how to set up that computer system, because when we get downrange, usually there's a time factor.
That's why this field deployment training being held at the Tidewater EMS warehouse is so important. Team members are going through 4 different training stations.
First 2 stations are all centered around the tents. So one station is the tent setup and tear down.
It's usually done with just a few people, but since there are many new people on the team, leaders want everyone to get the hands-on training.
And the other station is really what we consider like the tent build out. Once you have the shell of the tent up, what goes inside the tent, where does equipment get placed? We want everybody to have a general feeling of where stuff goes, so when we do go downrange, they can help in that, such as air conditioning units, plumbing, electrical, toilets, all that kind of stuff.
There's also a station where team members get their hands on equipment that they'll use in the field for cardiac monitoring and respiratory care.
They're doing some ventilator training. They're doing some aspirator training, which is basically for us to suction airways and clear airways and stuff like that.
The final station deals with software used to document patient care.
The National Disaster Medical System has its own emergency medical record system. It's not something that anybody uses either in their in-hospital or pre-hospital environment. It's a system to DMS itself. So as with any computer system, it gets upgraded. There's changes that are made. It's important that everybody knows how to do everything.
It's been about just always being flexible and trying to figure out how to help in the best way possible.
That's why training like this is so important.
To make sure that we can bring everyone up to speed to do at least at a minimum setting up a tent, which is such a basic thing, but it's literally where you're living, eating and breathing and sleeping and taking care of patients, and you want to make sure that that's done safely.
It's critical for them to feel that they are part of that team and everybody is connected and the mission is important, what they're doing is important, and each individual is important.
Help not only patients, but help emergency managers or other healthcare professionals when they need it during times of disaster.
Our motto is the best of care in the worst of times, and I think that this team embodies that.